وعجل فرجهم. One more announcement for those of you who
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وآله الطاهرين. قال الله في كتابه الكريم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وأنفقوا في سبيل الله ولا تلقوا بأيديكم إلى التهلكة وأحسنوا إن الله يحب المحسنين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Illuminate your hearts and minds with the loud salawat ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad. Allah. Blessings, rizq, the things that we have been given during our lifetimes are things that we all must use in a way that is befitting of what we have been given, and in a way that pleasures or satisfies the one who has given what we have. The Mun'im, the original Mun'im, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, sometimes we might be given a car, sometimes we might be given a house. And what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expects from the person He has given this, the Mun'am, He expects them to use what He has given them in the appropriate manner, in the way that He Himself desires and pleases. And so, one of the biggest, most important blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us is His religion, Islam. A blessing, a ni'mat, which should be maintained throughout all our lives by each and every single one of us. Now, Islam itself is the compilation of two teachings, the Quran and the teaching of the Ahlul Bayt. Because us Shi'as, our theology, our belief are compiled of or contain, include two parts which are the main, the Quran and the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. And the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, when we say the Ahlul Bayt, we mean the narrations that they speak out of knowledge that they have been given from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not from themselves. And so we see that the ahadith, the narrations that the Ahlul Bayt have given us, are all learning, are all guidances, lessons that we should all take into account and we should all consider. And a hadith that we have been going over these past few couple of nights from Imam Ali alayhi salam, where he portrays the characteristics or the traits of his Shi'as. Those who those who claim and admit that they follow the teachings of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam and the Quran. And this hadith, we have been already mentioning many of the different parts. He says that Shi'atuna al-mutabadiluna fi wilayatuna, al-mutahabbuna fi mawaddatina, al-mutazawiruna fi ihya'i amrina, alladhina in ghadabu lam yadhlimu wa in radhu lam yasrifu. And in the continuation, which inshallah tonight we shall wrap up this hadith, barakatun ala man jawaru wa silmun liman khalatu. Our Shi'as are those that they are blessings themselves to those who they have neighbored. وَسِلْمٌ لِمَنْ خَالَطُوا. They are a feeling of reassurance, safety to those who they are mixing together with, those who they come into contact with and they trade or exchange words with. Now, when we are speaking that a Shia can be a blessing or a sense of reassurance for others, we can take this into different ways. For example, a Shia might be calm and kind and collected with the other people, with others. They might help them out during times. They might be patient. And so all of these are included in a Shia who is a barakah for those he has neighbored, or a safety, a feeling of reassurance, a peace for those that they mix with, that they exchange time with. So we see that the Shias, as Imam Ali alayhi salam has said, are barakah or silm for those who they are with. Now, how is this done? By the different attributes or characteristics they themselves have to each other. In fact, it is even more important to mention that every single one of us has our own duty, responsibility, involving or concerning a brother who is a mu'min. Peace Allah ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad. This means that with the other brothers and sisters in the community who are also the mu'mineen, who are from the mu'mineen, we have our own responsibilities and duties regarding and concerning each and every single one of us. And so these duties are different, but they are all collected in and included in our responsibilities or duties to one another. And so we can see that in the book of Usul al-Kafi, for example, there is a chapter itself which refers or concerns and talks about the duty or responsibilities every single mu'min has to their mu'min brother. And in a hadith from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, he says that, not from the Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, but from a person who has narrated from the Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. He says that I heard the Imam Sadiq alayhi salam say, Al-mu'minuna khadamun ba'dhuhum li ba'd. All the mu'mins, the believers, are servants to one another. Yeah. قلت, I asked the Imam alayhi salam, وَكَيْفَ يَكُونُ خَدَمًا بَعْضُهُمْ لِبَعْضٍ? How can a mu'min be a servant to another mu'min? The Imam alayhi salam replies, he says, يُفِيدُ بَعْضُهُمْ بَعْضًا. They profit or prove beneficial to each other. They help out each other and help each other grow. They are beneficial sources for each and every single one. We should be helping each other and being benefiting for every single one of us, one of our Muslim brothers and sisters. But how does this benefit work? What is this servant or servancy that we are considered to do to our Muslim brothers? In another hadith from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, he says that لِلْمُسْلِمِ عَلَى أَخِيهِ الْمُسْلِمِ مِنَ الْحَقِّ. A Muslim to another Muslim brother, there is a right, duty, responsibility. أَن يُسَلَّمَ عَلَيْهِ إِذَا لَقِيَهُ. To give the peace and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to him by saying salam, salamun alaykum. وَيَعُودَهُ إِذَا مَرِضَ. And to meet him, to come to his presence, to check up on the person when they are sick. وَيَنْصَحُ لَهُ إِذَا غَابَ. And they pray for them when they are not present. Oh, this person is such a good man. May Allah inshallah give him more rizq. May Allah inshallah give him more life. وَيُسَمِّتَهُ إِذَا عَطَسَ. And they pray for each other when they sneeze. Now, it's pretty important to mention that we have among our du'as for each other that whenever a person sneezes, it is recommended for the person who is near them or around, for the person that has sneezed, to say Yarhamakumullah. وَيَجِيبَهُ إِذَا دَعَاهُ. And to help him through anything that he might need when he calls or requests for that person. وَيَتْبَعَهُ إِذَا مَاتَ. And to meet this person, come to their funeral or burial when they have passed away. These are just some of the responsibilities or duties that we have to our Muslim brothers and sisters, those who are believing brothers in faith. Now, I want to mention one thing, that the duties or responsibilities that we all have to each other are not only consisted or included in these few that have been brought in this hadith, but there are many more which can be seen in the book of Usul al-Kafi. And the reason why not all of them are being mentioned is that even in the Usul al-Kafi, if you see, one person has asked Imam alayhi salam, "Oh Imam, what are the responsibilities or duties that a Muslim has to another Muslim, a brother has to another, a mu'min has to another believing brother in faith?" The Imam alayhi salam said, the Imam alayhi salam replied and said that if you want me to tell you, you have to be ready for this, because I'm worried that she might not be able to fulfill every single one of these responsibilities. And so, as a type of reminder or a notice, is that we should be understanding that there are more, but we shall for now be able to use or come by with these few that have been brought. So we say that the Muslims or the Shias, they are a barakah or a silm to one another. They help out each other, they benefit each other, they benefit off of each other, they help each other grow. So there are many different ways one can help each other. They can help each other during financial problems, be respectful towards them, visit them when they're sick. But one of the things that stands out is the help that a Muslim does to their believing brother when they are in need of it. For example, one of my believing brothers, they are in need of help for something and they request help from me. Now, if I were to help this believing brother, it has such a reward, such a blessing, that in a hadith, and please salawat ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad, the Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says, "Ma qadha muslimun li muslimin hajatan." A Muslim shall not fulfill a request from another Muslim illa nadahu Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, except unless that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls to this mu'min believer and says, alayya thawabuka, it is upon me to reward you, wala arda laka badun al jannah, and I will not be satisfied or content with rewarding you anything less than heaven itself. This is a reward for helping out a believing mu'min, a believing brother, fulfilling out their requests if they need something, helping them out. And it's interesting to mention this importance in an incident which has been narrated. A man from the Ahbar. The Ahbar were considered a group of Jews who had the original text, the religious texts that have been passed down, the Torah, in their hearts and minds, and they had it memorized. And so they would always return to the memorization or what they had in their hearts to act in their lives. And these are very respected people, not bad people, because they follow the true teachings of the Torah. And so, in a story narrated in an incident, a man from Ahbar, when he was being placed in his grave, when he was being buried, after he was buried, he was then met by a couple of angels, and the angels told him that we shall punish you with 100 lashes from the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so the man who was among the Ahbar himself said, I cannot tolerate this, please lessen the amount or decrease the amount which has been obligated upon me. And so one thing should be mentioned is that we can see that a lash is not just any normal lash when it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If it's 100 lashes in the grave, it shouldn't be that bad to the point where you have to start pleading out and saying, please decrease the amount. But no, this is a lash or a punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it differs in every single type of way. The man said, please decrease the amount. And so they said, okay, we'll lower the amount of lashes that you need. Alright, and then, alright, sure. Thank you for decreasing the amount. The man once again said, decrease the amount again. I can't handle this many. And they kept going on and on and on and on until reached one lash. This man was supposed to receive one lash from among the punishments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Before they were going to do the punishments, the man asked, why do you punish me? What is the reason I'm being punished? Is there a specific reason why this is being done to me? Did I do something wrong? And they will reply to him and say that on that day, remember how you were passing by, and a believer came to you and asked if you could help him in one of the problems he had. You rejected him, though you did not have any excuse, you did not have any reason not to accept it. If you were to have an excuse, okay, sure, I mean, it's not really your fault that you can't help out the person or it's going to be troublesome for you, but you had no excuse. Instead of helping the person out, though you did not have any excuse, you passed by and completely ignored them. This is the importance. You see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was himself ordered that this man be punished because he did not help out a believing brother. And so, respecting each and every one of us, helping every single one of us out during times where we are able to help each other, because sometimes there might be times where it's not possible, I don't have the capability. Of course, you won't be in lots of trouble for it. But if you can, and you have the ability, why do you just turn an eye and regret everything and ignore anything that has happened? And so when they lashed this man, the result of him ignoring the request of help from another mu'min, his grave lit up in flames. And now we can see also from the continuation here that what an impact or what an effect a punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has. And we can also see in the verse that was recited in the beginning from Surah Baqarah, the 195th verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells the mu'mineen, the believers, that, O believers, give charity donations for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and be among the muhsineen, those who do good, those who help out each other. Inshallah, may we all be alim and amil to the teachings of the Ahlul Bayt, and may we all be the true Shias of the Ahlul Bayt alayhim wassalam. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina wa nabiyyina Muhammadin wa alihi at-tahirin.